with Flo.
And Faith.
I'm saying good to see y'all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Start off with that. And tomorrow, me and wifey handling some paperwork, and we about to finalize the marriage and everything like that. And it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, why I feel for certain about this movement is because you got to pay attention to how somebody could love you through, the sides of you that, kind of make you feel guilty about yourself. And a lot of times in life, when you alone as a man, don't nobody probably know loneliness to the level that I do. From having to experience the things that I experienced, growing up in a very, toxic home, and, my mother, not really, because there's no pamphlet, no book on how to teach people how to be parents. And I just wasn't raised properly, and I was abused for years, nonstop. And it wounded me in ways that to this day, as a 27-year-old man, I have certain bad qualities about myself that could make me even a liability to her life. Because could even be a liability to myself for, number one, my anger. I'm a different person when I'm angry. I kind of feel like a beast take over me, and I'm ready to demolish something twice my size. I got triggers, like bullying, things of that nature, that whatever. But the point is that she has seen some of the darkest and nastiest sides of me. I done said some of the nastiest things to this woman that a man could probably say to a woman. And I say that to be accountable, because I always tell her, I don't want to be one of these fake couples on the internet, man, that try to act like every time they get on the camera, everything fine and dandy. Because a real relationship is never going to be that. You know what I'm saying? And in order to grow, sometimes things got to go left in order for it to go right. You know what I'm saying? And going left is kind of like driving. You might, steer that way, and it's like, oh, I gotta get back right. That's how I look at it. This woman loves me, through, sides of me that I'm not proud of. And it inspires me a lot in ways that I might not, or that I know that I wouldn't be able to inspire myself through. And I appreciate, this team that we building. And I'm ready to go all in, because I've been already all in. It's really not no different. Us getting married and doing the ring stuff, I'm doing it because the reason why I even joined the Army was mainly to make this relationship work. When I was back in the homeless shelter, when y'all seen me in a homeless shelter, I remember I told y'all, I made a video saying I'm moving out the homeless shelter, and I told y'all that in that, homeless shelter type of situation, they help you find a place. They found a place for me in Jackson Ave, in the Bronx, like a couple stops away from where I grew up at. Mad people in front of the building. It wasn't a bad building, but it wasn't a good one either. And a part of me was willing to just be like, all right, I could keep on doing the Uber Eats and all that. Bro, I was so real with this woman. I used to tell her how much money I made every day on Uber Eats, and I promise you, sometimes it don't even make sense to me how she even saw the good of me. It was plenty of times I'd be outside all day and only come back with $100. And I done worked 8 hours. And the purpose of me doing Uber Eats was to make more bread. So all I would really have is just enough to, buy me something to eat, come back, and just feel depressed, bro. outside walking around all day, hopping trains, on the phone with her all day. She supported me, there with me. You know what I'm saying? As I'm just like speeding, trying to get to certain spots, I'm messing up orders because it's taking me forever. My rating is going down because obviously, you know, like I don't want nobody walking around. I'm getting a certain delivery. They're like, oh, like, where's your bike? It says you got a bike. Like, oh yeah, my bike is, you know, I parked it over there. You know what I'm saying? Getting caught up, having to lie a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, I see that, you know, just how real this is, man. And I'm just thankful that, you know, life brought me a real experience through her, man, in a relationship. You know, because a lot of us, we see the state of women and we understand that a lot of us may not be able to get the love that we want. You know, may not be able to connect ourselves to a woman in the way that we just want to connect ourselves to a woman because of just the state of the world. I'm gonna tell you something right now, the only way is through the leap of faith, man. You gotta be real with women and just give up in that kind of way. Don't give up in the kind of way where you don't try. Because that's pretty much what I did. I gave up in the kind of way where it's like, oh, I'm done with trying to put on the image for women, bro. I'm done. It's too much to try to keep up with. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be silly when I wanna be silly. I'm gonna be serious when I wanna be serious. I'm gonna talk my shit when I wanna talk my shit. I'm gonna just be me and flow authentically. And through that, we've gone through things, we've had arguments, and we've had a lot of amazing times together. A lot of hilarious tears coming down our eyes, laughter, because I was willing to be myself in moments where she look at me and would never think, maybe seeing me just walk outside, like I would have never thought that he could be this goofy and make me laugh this hard and even be willing to dumb himself down enough to want to even do that. You know what I'm saying? Through the immense amount of times I'd had to call this woman and tell her all of the times that I relapsed on no fat. And I would be so mad at myself. And she would be upset, but she would still believe in me and still love me. For real. Because the eyes don't lie, bruh. I done stared in this woman's soul to make sure, man. Because it's hard to believe sometimes. Because I believe to be myself to be a chosen one, but I'm humble about it. I don't walk around with my chest poked out all day, moving like I'm a chosen one. Because I don't believe in moving that way. And I also like to hide in plain sight because I don't like to draw unnecessary attention to myself either. I just know who I am and I try to lay low to the best of my ability. And this relationship has brought so much, downloads to me, man, about myself. Through having to make mistakes in this relationship. And, a lot of times I realized the times that I wanted to break up was not because I didn't love her no more. It was because I didn't want to have to face the work that I would have to do to be a better man in a relationship. And that's why a lot of times men walk away from relationships. It's very disappointing when you're in a flow. You cuddling, loving, and then y'all have an argument. And then in that moment when you angry, as men, sometimes you don't give a fuck. But then after the fact, when y'all back to trying to make things work because she still love you and believe in you and want to make things work wholeheartedly, and you just like, what? I just cursed you the fuck out. And when you just being real, man, because this is what happens in relationships. Sometimes you say things to each other that you don't mean. And this girl loved me, bruh. And I would be an idiot to be greedy and think because of who I am and what I bring to the table that I would just want to try to, try something else out with somebody else. I don't want to. You know, me and her, we come from different backgrounds. We got different beliefs, as you can see. You know, she's Muslim, and I turned Muslim, you know, through this relationship because, you know, I just wanted to make her happy. You know, her family was giving her problems about being in a relationship with a black man like me from the trenches when they found, oh, where he from in New York? I'm from the Bronx. She got family that, you know, was in New York. So they was kind of talking to her family about, oh, he from here and this what they like over there. And through pictures, he seen pictures of me. He was able to put one or two together, you know, her family that she had from where I'm from in New York City. And the fear that her family had about being with me, some of the times that they done heard us, you know, going through things and, you know, she crying because things get hard. You know, it's what comes with a relationship. Tears gonna get shed, words gonna be said. And, you know, through this relationship, man, I've watched myself become a version of that, you know, I'm proud of through everything. And I joined the army because I wanted to make this relationship possible. You know, I signed my life away the same way that she put all of her trust in me when I ain't have nothing years. When she was 22 years old and she just recently turned 25 this month, December 22nd. She invested so much time in me, so much. I mean, even giving her a hard time because of just my insecurities and my own mental battles and me just coming from a dysfunctional home. You know, watching my mom get abused, being abused, having to defend my mom, just war in my crib every day. And then when I get a certain type of angry at something that's small, I start purging out other stuff and saying things, and then after the fact, I'm just like, God damn, like I got a lot of pent up stuff in me, man. And I'm disappointed in myself for those things. But, you know, I'm thankful and grateful for, you know, the ways that it forces me to have to hold myself accountable because I want to live a real life and I ain't running from nothing. You know, when it comes to, you know, growing and flowing as a man. Because what's the point of living if that's the case, if you're going to do that? And I'm just thankful that the opportunity that the Army give me, you know, I have to marry her because through that, there's benefits that come with it in the Army, more money, more opportunity for us. And, you know, we'll have a beautiful home that will, you know, do just, you know, being married it's just more money involved. So we'll be able to have a beautiful home that'll pretty much be paid for, you know. What is it? They give you like almost like, man, they give you like a couple racks in rent, added to the check that I'm already having, you know, added to now, you know, her being a dependent, of me, I get more money for having a dependent. And, you know, just through all of the manifestation that we've been doing because of how much we loved each other, how much we believed in each other, we finally able to make it happen. And to be honest, I don't want to get married in this kind of way. But you know what? I'm willing to make that compromise for this woman right here because of all that she's done for me and all that she has put to the side and all of the investment that she has put in me. This woman has made me her number one for years through me not being my best self, me being far from my best self a lot of times. And I'm thankful. So it's official.
We're getting married.
It's crazy.
I'm so excited.
We gonna holler at y'all with that, man. We got more videos coming soon. If y'all like this raw, authentic type of vibe and you wanna see more of this, but you're not gonna get a lot of this on the internet, man.
Yeah.
If you know, hopefully this type of vibration bring you back to reality with all of the fake facade stuff going on out here. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, peace and love. We gonna holler at y'all.
Peace.
All right.